Okay, we are live. I got to give a shout out right away to Echo Base Network. 1 a.m. Ugh. Okay, I guess I'll stay up a little bit longer editing another video. So, hey, Echo Base, I finally finished the documentary. Great job. I loved it. It made me sad too. So that might be that it's an effective documentary. Now, what are we looking at here? The downfall of the pool boy looking for a teen Vogue article. That is what these movements, the Jeremys of YouTube, their credibility is down the crapper. Maybe Peacock would see it's explosive. According to Christy is here. Thanks, according to Christy. I'll try. I will try. Actually, that's a good idea. Thanks for reminding me. I'm gonna tweet out the link. I mean, the video now to get some more eyes on it here. So hold on a second. Give me a few seconds for that. I know about the Obi-Wan stuff, but I might save that for tomorrow. I don't want to. I have my theories of what's really going on. I think they're restructuring it to be a movie again for Kathy, especially since Deborah Chow. I think the investors were like, hey, we don't have Star Wars. I don't think they're ready for the other movies. And they want to get it out there. They want to use Obi-Wan again. Obi-Wan, you're our only hope. Man, have they failed with Obi-Wan, though, over the years. How can they get it wrong so many times? I think they just don't want another Solo situation of messing up that bad. All right, hold on a second. All right, let's see how many are in here. I only have 5. Oh, man. Well, thanks. 7. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, Echo Base, really good job. Go check out Echo Base's documentary for the sequel trilogy if you just got in here. All right, let's get Jeremy off the screen. I like this thumbnail, the two-headed Jeremys of YouTube. The integrity is gone. Jeremy has resorted to Teen Vogue articles, and I think we're going to watch a quartering video tonight. Let me get the cam on. Yeah, I'm here. I think we're going to watch the quarterings video. How excited they are for Captain Marvel 2. I mean, the one, I think what's happening here, they're doubling down on the talking point that they're looking for a woman director. Okay. Small potatoes. Do you really care that much? Or is it just that you're doubling down on a talking point that you've stretched out for 2+ years? It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. All right, let me see who else is here. Moira Kitty. No, not much. Thanks for joining me. Chris Diaz. Hey, guys. And Max, how's everyone day? Hope everyone is safe and doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. Except for Star Wars. I'm giving it a break. I'm going to talk about the Star Wars situation tomorrow. I still plan on doing a Movie Madness episode. I might be on Darth Longest channel. I have theories. I think they're just rewriting the script is what they're saying to get it done right. It's possible they're messing it up again and want to get it right. It's also possible they want to move it back to a feature film because they know people want it and because Deborah Chow's involved and they can have the first theatrical released Star Wars movie directed by a female director as Kathy goes on her way out. That's my theory. And I'd be okay with, well, I don't know if I want to see a movie or a series. I think they can't fail at all. They can't let this go again. They cannot listen, the sequel trilogy, they failed and Carrie Fisher's gone. If they screw up Obi-Wan with Ewan McGregor ready to go again, it's a disaster for them. They can't let this happen. So, hey, Jack, I heard you're going to be on our show Saturday night. Binge Buddies for life. Yes. Let them know as soon as you get on. Phobic, I was just watching the Clone Wars on Disney Plus. I wonder if they adjusted the picture. I'm not sure. I do have the Blu-rays. I don't remember the Clone Wars looking so dynamic. Maybe it's just a higher resolution than you remember because you're watching on like a 4K TV. Yeah, she was barely, I believe she was barely involved with The Mandalorian. I believe that too. Yes, I believe so. I got to still watch the episodes for Binge Buddies on Saturday. All right, let's get this started with the quartering video. I seriously, I cannot see how people follow these guys anymore. I really don't see. It's so pathetic. Reading Teen Vogue articles, that's what it's come down to. Just to do the same talking points over and over and over again. So that's what we're going to look at. We're going to share the audio. Actually, this is a public service for Jeremy of the Quartering too. He looks like he's on something. You'll see. Let's bring this video. All right, make it larger. And I've become a Brie fan. Make sure you can hear the audio.
I do all my stunts.
I did my stunts because.
Wait a second.
Who is Brie Larson's stunt double? I have two.
Ooh, this is not a drill. This is happening. Now, please, spaghetti monster in the sky. I know I haven't always been good, but I'm asking you, please let me still be allowed on YouTube when this movie comes out, because it says all of the amazingness we're gonna need to make some serious upgrades to my Brie shed.
I don't get the Brie shed joke. I don't get it. I don't get it. Doesn't he look like he's on something? He looks like there's something. He looks like he's high on something. He's just waiting for articles to come in. The Jeremys are messed up in their pool house and in their back rooms waiting for Brie Larson articles. How can you dunk on Access Media constantly, and then this is what you're resorted to? This is pathetic. Yes. Are they winning or are they whining? I think they're whining. Usual stuff. Yes, exactly. Thanks, Swan Pride. All right. Jack, Jade up. Queen Brie. Hey. Let me see here. Yes, exactly. That's why I've become a fan too. They were the best marketing campaign. And I think in this video, he talks about her wanting demands. She comes with free advertising from these guys. I mean, is it seriously okay? Is there a slight point? Is there a small point for them to saying we are looking for a women director? Yes. But do they really care? No. It's all about the videos. And honestly, I don't like saying a woman or male is better than the other. But if you're looking for a female superhero, there's an argument to be had that, yeah, maybe a female would be a better choice to know what it would to give the perspective to say, hey, I would love to direct this female superhero. Maybe they would be a better choice. And if you've looked at all the superhero movies, yes, there have been female directors for female superheroes, like Wonder Woman. But are we that upset? Are you really upset? Because there's a small point there. Are these dudes really upset that they say they want to get a female director? Are you upset? Answer honestly in the chat. Are you upset that they said that? Or are you sticking to your guns? Are you doubling down on these talking points just because? Shout out to the blockhead, Stephen Walton. All right. All right, let me get back to the chat here. He's channeling. Okay, Brie once called her stunt doubles on the stage during an award show and let them hold the speech because she felt they deserved the credit. Cool. He's channeling the little girl inside. I don't know what's inside him. I think he's on something. Look at his eyes. I know the signs. He's not doing well. He's not doing well. Yeah, his subs are up, but he realized what he is. An asshole. Talking out of it and talking about Shave Club. What's the slogan for Shave Club? There's an ad in here. The funniest one was when he was advertising manscaping.com about being fresh down there. He should scape this, what's on his neck right there. I've subscribed to him. I am. Hey, Sir Nerdalot. All right, Obi-Wan Vlog. I don't understand why most YouTubers with millions of subs have so many viewers, but each to their own. Obviously, there's lots of different tastes out there. A lot of here's behind the scenes of YouTube. A lot of it is just putting out constant stuff. And if you have 10 videos on a topic and one person has one, you're going to come up as a top creator. So that's why they do triple uploads. So people that squat on the internet are going to be successful. And people that do these cringy hot takes to play softball to certain types of viewers, they play softball. He says he's a centrist, but that's a shtick too. I'm not saying he's for the right or the left, but he knows what he's doing. He absolutely knows what he's doing. You do political barking, you play softball for anti-SJWs, you're going to get views. You do the same thing over and over and over. And I'm not going to play the other Jeremy video today. But if you watch Jeremy's Teen Vogue video, he's doing the same routine, the asshole routine. As my man Star Wars Only likes to say, the asshole routine. Jack, JW Productions, they don't hate her. They are her biggest fans. These Jeremys, they are her biggest fans. Rosetta Al, you mean me? Show me with someone with integrity here. Their integrity's Mahler and Drinker don't bulk produce, and they do okay. All right. I don't watch them much. I don't think I'm subscribed to them. All right, let's get back to the video.
Perhaps even add a moat around it. Huge shout out to Dollar Shave Club for.
Okay, I'm skipping the Dollar Shave Club. Man, is that advertising and there's money's worth with him? I'm sorry. Pretty scruffy looking. Oh, hold on a second. I wanted to skip the dollar. Okay,
the price. Help
Alright.
support the channel, keep yourself looking good, and check out dollarshaveclub.com.
He can't look. There's something wrong with him. He can't.
That's right.
He's
This
on-
morning, I woke up to probably the best gift anyone as a super huge mega Brie Larson fan. Brie Larson aficionado, head of the unofficial fan club.
You see his
The
eyes. There's
best
something.
news anyone could wake up. It's like, oh, I see Captain Marvel 2 trending. I'm like, no, don't tease
See?
me.
See?
Don't
What?
tease
See?
me.
The
But
proof's
it's
there.
True. Marvel has officially announced Captain Marvel 2, along with a huge amount of news. Interesting, spicy, caliente. Ooh, it's going to be awesome. Now, earlier in the week, someone sent me an article that's headline was Brie Larson reportedly asking for top billing in Avengers 5.
And why is that? It's because you asshats give her all the attention she needs. You like his beard? Okay, I don't think it's worthy of an advertiser though. Sorry. Yeah, I don't want to attack him personally, but wow, talking about shilling. It's fluffy. I don't know if it's completely fluffy. Matt Jarbo is here. Hey, Matt. Yes, the integrity it's gone to, it's the bottom of the barrel. These channels are scraping. Rosetta says she just ignores Brie. If you dislike her, that's the way to do it. I have become a Brie Larson fan. I am a Brie Larson fan. I'm actually going to go back and watch some of her old movies. I mean, it had a little. I think it had a little bit. It wasn't. Oh wait, let me see here. They did? I didn't know that. I didn't watch them back then. I did not know that. Okay, so Swan Prideson, they complained about Wonder Woman too. So, is there a small point there? Yeah, maybe. But is it worth all this? No, they're just doubling down on talking points that will get them views, playing softball to anti-SJWs who are SJWs. All right, let's get back to the video. See if he has a point. Okay. I do like brie cheese, yes. According to Christy. Don't forget to join me and Christy on Binge Buddies this Saturday night. Don't get it wrong, like Daddy says. It is Binge Buddies. All right, hold on.
As equal pay. I thought, oh boy, here we go. Then I saw the website and it's we got this covered, which means it's clickbait trash that is.
Oh, and what are you? If that's clickbait trash, what are you? So you say it, you spray it, I'm going to call you right back. You are clickbait trash. And so is the other Jeremy covering Teen Vogue articles. Next time you say winning, ask Jeremy when he's going to read another Teen Vogue article. Okay? Clickbait trash, garbage tier. What does EVS say? Garbage tier YouTubers. It doesn't mean that you can have lots of subs. You can still be garbage tier. And yes, I do have an update on that Griff girl. I do have an update on that. I was trying to go in calmer, but hell yeah, I'm mad as hell now. This is real. I am pissed as hell. I have emailed that Griff girl, and I said, I said nicely, I said, please take down this GoFundMe for something that will never happen. I asked her, and I've done more research. This is the email I sent that Griff girl. So if she denies it, I 100% legit sent her an email, and I asked nicely. I wasn't accusing her anything in the email. I said, please take this down. You still have fans donating today when the perk was filled early yesterday. You've had a lot of goodwill going your way in this fandom. Please, I didn't say she is abusing it. I said, please do not exploit your own fans. Wish you the best, Anna. Max. So that's behind the scenes. I 100%. Okay, what's happening with this GoFundMe? Matt Jarbo needs an update. I'm going to give it to you, Matt. Okay, so Comics Griftgate has produced a new comic called Cash Grab with Cecil. Yes, it's funny. There's a big consensus that this comic will never see the light of day, and it's more as a joke for Cecil to get drinking money. So one of the top tier perks is to be on the cover of the Cecilpede. It's a $3,000 perk. So that Griff girl, who definitely has the funds available, put up a GoFundMe for $3,000 for her own followers so she can make the cover and buy a perk of her friend's comic. So it's a Griffception. It's a Griffception, and the perk was filled already yesterday, but she still has it up. She's still accepting donations that will, for something that will never happen. Just give me free money. Give me free money. And I asked her to please take it down because it's never going to amount to anything, and people are still donating today. Let me refresh it. 6 hours ago, someone donated $100. 11 hours ago, someone donated $25. So she is still. This is where you can see the reality of these YouTubers. Do they actually care about you? Or are they exploiting YouTube or the Friend Simulator for funds? Are they abusing the bank of fandom, abusing the goodwill of fandom? And this is also where I say there is a mental health crisis here on YouTube and social media, and these grifters exploit that, acting like they're your friend. A friend wouldn't do that. Even if you put it up the GoFundMe to begin with, you would take it down when you realized it wasn't going to amount to anything. All right, let's get back to this this man of integrity, Jeremy from the quartering. And Jeremy Jr. is covering Teen Vogue.
Highly unlikely to be true, but nonetheless, they've had stories correct in the past. Now, with Avengers 5, it's interesting because there's not much left. The article goes on to say, Marvel Studios has understandably decided to hold off on a world-shattering crossover in the wake of Avengers Endgame. However, for the first 10 years of the MCU, demonstrated that they're always looking far into the future, so it's not surprising that Avengers 5, aka the new Avengers movie, is being roughly planned out now, probably targeting 2023 or 2024 for release.
Okay.
In fact, the studio has even confirmed that the next big team-up event is already in the works. But with Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, and Vision out of the picture, and Thor apparently due to being depowered, who will make up the next team? Well, there are a number of existing heroes who could fit the bill. I'd say Tom Holland's Spider-Man and Brie Larson's Captain Marvel are locks. I would agree there. Doctor Strange, maybe? Though, as the former has been gradually learning the
I'm not
ropes
talking
over
too
his
much
solo
of this
movies,
part because I actually
with
want
his
to hear
tech
it.
genius filling in for Tony Stark, and obviously the team needs some muscle. That's where cosmically powered Captain Marvel comes in. Speaking of which, sources close to the WGTC, the same ones who told us National Treasure 3 was in development.
I'm excited about
maybe
that.
There's some credence here. There's some.
I'm excited about National Treasure 3. Now I know where he's going to go too about the Miss Marvel show with I think Mindy Kaling. I'm not excited about it. I'm not excited about that character, but I do like Mindy Kaling. What was her show called? I mean, I'm not like a huge fan or anything, But am I so upset about it that I'm going to report on it? Or would I just not watch it? I think if it's bad, I just wouldn't watch it. And that's the benefit of it being a TV series. All right, let me see what Rosetta says. Films with, okay, at least you're being at least you're being genuine. I think she's exploiting that Films with Gold with her GoFundMe. All right, Teen Magazine actually sway the next generation of girls. It does matter. Okay, it matters to the pool boy. Oh, all right. That's revolutionary stuff. Is reading Teen Vogue articles. Winning. Let me see. Ice Cat 9. If you look other Marvel movies that had some political, hell, if you look at Captain America, it had political too. That's a good point. It has a little bit in there. Yeah. Yeah, I think it will. If Nicolas Cage has anything to say about it, he does everything. Definitely, I think it will. Let's get back to this.
Provenance months before it was revealed by THR, and that Miss Marvel TV show was coming to Disney Plus before the studio officially announced it, say that Brie Larson is pushing for equal pay with her male co-stars. Well, okay, fine. I don't understand.
Okay.
I mean, why wouldn't she get equal pay? I suppose in a world where
all right,
she is expected to hold up the franchise. It's going to be a really cringeworthy Avengers team, I would think, if it's like Spider-Man, Brie Larson, and a bunch of randos. But nonetheless, I mean, why wouldn't she? I suppose the implication is
points
that she
for
didn't receive
Jeremy
much
here.
pay
I'm not going to dunk
for
on him when
Avengers
he's
Endgame,
actually
but then
doing good
again,
there.
she was on screen for like 8 seconds. Interestingly, she also goes on to say that she's also demanding top billing in the movie. And while it's unclear if she'll get it.
Well, the reason she can demand it is the Jeremys of YouTube in the Fandom Menace. I'm sorry. That's the reason she can demand it. Look what you're talking. Look at how, can anyone answer how many Captain Marvel 2 videos came out? Now I'm creating them too, but I'm not against her. I'm actually rooting for her now, because if I have to root for someone, it's her instead of the integrity of these guys. She's actually trying to do something. Maybe you don't think she's the best actress. Maybe you don't like her personally. But reading articles and commenting on, oh, they want a woman director, so I'm going to rant about it for 2 years until Captain Marvel 2 comes out. And I think that's what they're preparing you for. And then Jeremy's cringeworthy video yesterday saying, because it's in the present day, that they're going to do Orange Man bad. He's just prepping you for his spin. He's prepping you for his spin. Han's bad feelings keeping count. There's been at least 3 on Geeks and Gamers already, I think. Yeah, exactly. And we're 2 years out. This is why. So see, here is the title of his video, Epic Captain Marvel 2 News. Yes, it's epic because you idiots keep covering it. Director gone and Brie making demands. Why can she demand it? Because you cover it. She does it, the easiest marketing campaign ever. She is the most relevant actress because all she has to do is pose in a picture, release it on Twitter, and the masses cover it. So if you like her or not, does it her demands support what she's worth? Yes, it does, because you get all that marketing. It absolutely does. All right, let's get back to here.
Good on her for trying. After all, Marvel Studios has been notoriously stingy when it comes to paying their actors, with Robert Downey Jr. making a paltry $500K for Iron Man, they've been a little better.
I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit.
Things that don't seem person in that role. I
All
can't
right, hold on.
of letting Brie have it instead. Well, of course, if you put Brie Larson in that role, I can't wait. One of the most unlikable characters in modern Marvel history.
One of the most unlikable characters on YouTube. Back at you, brother. You're one of the most unlikable characters on YouTube. For the small amount of stuff she said, you've come out with 100 videos. Okay? The Jeremys are some of the most unlike. And yes, bad behavior is rewarded on YouTube. Don't go and tell me, well, they have the subs. That's just a YouTube excuse for being an asshole. Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Being the face of the Avengers would just be the best. It would just be one of those. And of course, now Captain Marvel 2 being officially announced, saying it's in the works via The Hollywood Reporter with WandaVision writer and, by the way, completely new director and top team. Marvel is moving the action from the 90s to present day with scribe Megan McDonnell. A sequel to Marvel's billion-dollar grossing Captain Marvel is officially in the works. By the way, the billion-dollar movie.
Here we go. Here's the spin start. Here's the spin. I was waiting for it. He takes longer to get to the talking points than the pool boy. So let's listen now. Here it goes. I enjoy the pool boys videos more to critique, but I'm not gonna Teen Vogue. I'm gonna pass on that. He's talking about Hunger Games and Teen Vogue in his latest video. So let's get back.
Impressed if you are a movie made by Disney that makes $1 billion. All right. Because let's be honest, with the worldwide distribution network that they have now, it's basically a demand. If a movie.
Okay. I actually think he has a point here. Their distribution's off the charts. They have probably 10 times as many screens as movie premieres have in the past. So he has a point here. I agree with him. On that point.
That has a 55% rating from the critics, makes over $1 billion. Do we really celebrate making $1 billion in the box office if you're Marvel or if you're Star Wars at this point?
No. Well, see, now you can't underplay $1 billion. I was not rooting for Rise of Skywalker. It still made $1 billion. And it hashtag not the madman's fault. It's not the madman's fault that it made $1 billion at the box office worldwide. It is the Phantom Menace fault. If they actually would have done something, and how do I know that they didn't boycott? Because boycott videos were not getting any views at all, but they did for Solo. And I made boycott videos for Solo in the Rise of Skywalker. Solo got views. Rise of Skywalker boycott videos did not. So that's how I know no one stuck to their guns, no matter what they say. So it's the Phantom Menace's fault. Hashtag Solo lost money. Hashtag blame the menace of fandom. All right.
No, of course not. Because every movie going forward for Marvel and Star Wars is still going to make $1 billion because they're going to make $600 million overseas. They barely have to make $300 or $400 million here in the States to reach the $1 billion mark if you're Disney. So I'm not exactly using that as a crazy. Even back when I was making fun of Captain Marvel almost exclusively for a month, I always said,
exclusively for a month. Oh, okay. Exclusively for a month. All right.
that it would make $1 billion because that's what Marvel movies do. They don't even have to be good. They just make that much money because people don't have.
So what's he doing here? He has nothing else to talk about. He just wants to talk about. All right, let me get to the chat. Okay. Well, props to you, Rosetta. You're one of the few. You're one of the few. Only $1 billion. Dr. Evil. Right. You're right, it didn't. And that did tie into Endgame. Yeah, you have a point there. I don't know how much more of this video I want to watch.
Thing better to do, apparently. The company has tapped rising scribe Megan McDonnell, a staff writer on the Marvel-based series WandaVision, to pen a script for the following.
This is
All right, you know what? That's where I'm gonna exit it there. We're done with the quartering. We're done with them. So, article reading. That is where you get the true integrity and not access media and not access to hate. And I am going to, what do I mean access to hate? It's not just about the hate clicks. I am going to cover the hard topics on my channel. I'm going to talk about the perception of racism. And I'm going to do an investigation. Are there any links to it? Now, I'm not saying the creators are racist, but I think when you make the thumbnails a certain way, you do the talking points over and over and over again, it is a dog whistle to actual people that could be racists. I'm not saying all the viewers are racist, but there's lots of things. Also, the ring of websites that push this content, yes, there's a way for organizations to push things to prove their narrative. It's gonna get hot in here when I do that video, and I don't even know if I'm gonna have a guest on because I don't want to get anyone else in trouble. All I'll say is a little preview to that is: are we actual racist, misogynist, homophobic? No. There are definitely a lot of misogynists. Look at Ethan and Jeremy; they freely admit it, and I think that's also one of the reasons that the pool boy virtue singles so much with female geeks and gamers. I'm not saying they're not qualified, but that's why he goes so hard to search out, because when you freely admit you're misogynist, it's great to have a female agree with you right over here to point to virtue signal. Okay. I need to get a Batman mask. I need to get one. Great. I need an expert. Race bait is same as rage bait. Well, it's a minefield of a topic. I want to get it done right, and I don't know if I want to. I might have Lunga, but he's not wearing a mask, so I don't know. All I have to say is, are they actual racists themselves? No. Do they know them? Do they know any? It's possible. Does anyone have a phone number of a prominent white nationalist? I think so. I think so. So do they benefit from that? Maybe not intentionally, but are there videos pushed through those sites and the connections to those people? It's a strong possibility. I don't want to accuse people of anything. I'm not saying it's even intentional, but you have to look at the reality of the situation. It's very probable that a lot of it, when you create something that's ready to hate, the thumbnails, the screaming SJW, the talking, the political barking, the constant over and over and over, that content gets pushed through these sites in 4chan. And if you have someone that you actually know is a white nationalist, and they know people, that gets your content, because yes, they have an agenda. White nationalists, yes. Sometimes I make sense. Hey, I'm just giving you a preview. I'm saying, not actually, no. I might like to in the future, though. Phobic Zenuses, they sure don't discourage the racist users. Instead, they rile them up and they play softball for a certain point of view, the way that Access Media plays softball for Disney. Definitely. They make it ready to hate. Now, Rosetta thinks I'm like, Rosetta's saying, I think she's saying I got my tinfoil hat on. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, this is just a preview. You're going to have to ask for it because that's going to get me in some hot water if I come out with that video. It's real. And some of you might know what I'm talking about. I don't agree with this person, but I've talked on the phone with them before. That's a little what? I have a question. What does the comic book cut say? I have a question. What were you doing talking to him for so long? That's a little okay. I shouldn't go into it more now. If you want to see that, video, and I don't want anyone to actually be canceled, but it also I'm not saying there's also people in this community that say that's enabling. It's benefiting from racism without calling them out. And that question I had the last time B Level was on here was a legit question. I don't like Antifa either. But why is there such outrage towards Antifa, but you don't get it towards white nationalism or racism? That's a legit question. That makes you wonder. You said Antifa? I mean, people lose their shit. Do they lose their shit when you call them when you're talking about white nationalism and Nazis? The only time they lose their shit is when you're calling them a Nazi. How dare you? How dare you? So, yes, there's a lot to discuss there. There's a lot to investigate there. All right, let me get some of the chat before we go. Han's bad feeling. Fandoms can be used as recruiting grounds for white supremacists, so is 4chan. They also sneak their rhetoric into public forums. Yes, and even though the creator of the content isn't necessarily one of those isms, like, they love to say, how dare you call us racist, sexist, misogynist? Is your content racist, sexist, sexist, homophobic friendly? Does it make it easy to hate on? And then you act dumb about it and get offended when you're called out on it? Are you playing softball for them? I'm not calling you it. I'm saying, is your content playing softball for them? If you want to see proof too, you can have all the charity you want. Go look at the dumpster fire that's the comment section. We want to see her cry. That's what some people were saying in the comment section about Captain Marvel, because of the little joke in the comic saying, we don't want to. Why don't you smile more? That was just a funny joke. We don't want to see her. We want to see her cry at her tears. We want to laugh at their misery. And that's not hate. I mean, I guess it's subjective, but I don't know. If you want to see a dumpster fire, go look at some comment sections. Don't paint us with a broad brush, bro. Don't paint us with a broad brush, bro. Okay, are we going to play stupid? Are we going to play stupid all the time? Okay, that's an asshole gimmick too. There's an asshole gimmick and there's a nice guy gimmick. Not addressing the elephant in the room. Okay? All right, let's get to the comments section here. That got some people in here talking. Wandering Jedi, good evening. I'll have you back, Wandering Jedi. Yes. I'm never going to say things the easy way. I'm going to tell you what I think. Could I be wrong? Yes, I could be wrong. You know what? If I come up with that episode, someone proves me wrong, I'll be happy to accept it. I would be happy to know there is less hate in this world. But you make your content ready to hate and play dumb about it. That is an interesting topic. Yes, now you have a point, Rosetta. Yes, they're on both sides. Tell me where in the Phantom Menace. I don't see it. I see them going crazy about Antifa, and I don't see it. I don't see a lot of people calling them out. Maybe occasionally. There's not a big outcry for it. No, not like there is for Antifa. Antifa is the devil. I don't see them saying that same thing about white nationalism and Nazis, except the outcry from the Phantom Menace is, how dare you call us that when we use certain jokes? It's your right to use those jokes, but don't be offended when you get called out on it. Right? Don't be offended when you get called out on it. You know what? I wasn't intended to get this real at the end of the episode, but it just happened naturally. I was not intending to go into all of this. Now that I see the engagement on here, that you guys want to talk about it, it gives me some confidence that I can navigate that minefield, and I will make a special episode on it. I'm not sure when. I got to be in the right mindset, because it does open me up to actual hate. It does. And I don't want to have actual hate. Obi-Wan Vlog, spicy episode. Yes, my goals on here. Yes, Jeremy said, you don't want views? Hell yeah, I want views, because I want people talking. It's interesting to me to have this type of conversation. Films is cool. I can't wait for the Mad Max to investigate. He should have Firestarter working with him. Firestarter likes to go after the money angle and the grift. He has told me privately and on stream that he doesn't like to go into the racist, homophobic, and misogyny angle. And there is an investigation to be had there. I'm not calling anyone directly that. I am calling EVS and Jeremy misogynist directly, because they've admitted it. And that really makes it vomit-inducing that he pushes women that he agrees with on his channel. So you respect women that like your opinions. You don't like the opinions of that woman, then you make 100 videos. Brian Hill. Okay, more power to you. I've watched Sargon in the past. I'm not a big fan, though, but hey, I appreciate your thoughts there. Rosetta Allen, people are too sensitive to offend one another. Yeah, you have a point there. People get offended by me all the time. I don't care. I don't care. I don't show for my viewers. Yes, a lot of the times. Wow, that's a can of worms. Well, you'll have to wait for the investigation. Okay. Okay. All right. I think that's where I'll end it here. It's kind of revealing at the end of this video how much you guys want to talk about it. So I would like to cover it in the future. You have to stick on me, I think, because it's a rough one. And it involves someone who I think has a lot of talent, too. Yes, they did. Go check out their documentary. Definitely. Oh, really? I didn't see that. Was he on? Was Sargon on Joe Rogan? I might like to watch the episode. Totally random. It's totally random. I didn't intentionally skip your comments. Christy, you're my friend. Oh, don't be throwing heat at me, Rosetta. You're saying I don't make any sense? I think everyone else thinks I did. Oh, here's Matt. Okay, I might look that out. Matt, I don't know if you'd want to cover that topic with me. That's a hot one. I don't want to throw you back in the water. I don't know if you were paying attention to that. I don't know. I'll be back tomorrow. I think I'm going to do Movie Madness tomorrow. I might be on Longo's channel tomorrow. And I also might have Star Wars Only on here tomorrow. So we'll see. And then Saturday is Binge Buddies. Bye, everybody.